Once again, it's Sonia Barrett, the producer of the documentary, The Business of Disease, which was released in 2016. And you can find out what the various platforms are to view the film on demand by visiting thebusinessofdisease.com. Its emphasis, of course, is on the fact that the cure is in the body, not in the business, and encouraging us all to take charge of our spirit, mind, and body. So today, our featured guest from the film, actually, she's written a chapter in the book, Health and Inside Job and Outside Business, which is really an extension of the film. Her name is Solla Pizzuto. She is a global wellness educator and professional holistic practitioner with experience in medicine, psychology, therapeutic body work, and ancient Taoist energy longevity practices. So basically, as you know, we are sharing a series of short interviews with experts from the film. They are basically brief dialogues, but they're very stimulating reminders and tools for health. So, well, let's welcome Solla Pizzuto to this very short but impactful chat. Welcome. It's so good to chat with you again, Solla.
Well, hello, Sonia. Very nice to be here. Thank you so very much.
Awesome. So, what would you like to share with us at this crucial time in managing our health and overall life? This is a very crucial time right now for many people, and your words of wisdom certainly will be appreciated.
I think this is a time to think about other ways in which we can grow our well-being, nurture and and bring more awareness to inner work. And now that we have the time, it's actually the perfect opportunity to dive really deeply into our inner work, our inner spirituality, our well-being from the inside out. And for me, this has been a wonderful blessing because I have been able to dive deeper into my own spiritual practices, in going into more meditative, deeper meditative practices, and really refining all of the things that I have cultivated in the years, and allowing that to really come into fruition, even much more solid than ever before. So I really welcome this time, and I hope that people can see that this is the time to really, whatever practices, whatever kind of wellness and longevity regimes and practices that are ongoing, that they go even more deeper into it.
Mm-hmm. And you said that one of the magic words there that everybody loves to hear, and it's the idea of longevity. And what you're talking about is longevity is really about the inner work.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can emphasize that more, it's not so much about the external is there, but the inner work is really where the power is in really keeping ourselves well in spirit, mind, and body.
That's right. And also, too, I want to emphasize that even though we are cultivating ourselves and making ourselves um, healthier and more um, able to be in this place where we are, wherever that might be for somebody, I do want to emphasize that how we practice our spirituality and our wellness practices, our longevity practices, has a great impact on everyone around us. So, for instance, if we're cultivating, and goes back to the Buddhist philosophies, if we're cultivating compassion and wisdom, and we really hone that in by way of our speech, by way of our actions, by way of our thoughts, then that is like a rippling effect, and it will affect everyone around us. And then in that spirit of bringing that with everyone around us, that brings an overall sense of well-being and longevity, because we can't do it ourselves. We really do need to do this for all of us, and that way we all can live in a more healthier and vibrant existence.
Oh, absolutely. And just one other quick point, I'd love for you to kind of address. You've sort of addressed it, but in the sense of people are spending so much time together in maybe a home, and being able to find that balance, because you're with each other all the time. For some people, they're not used to it. You know, they have the children at home. There is so much, and maybe taking some meditative time, maybe walking meditation. So if you can speak to that as well, that would be great.
Yes, I have that exact situation. So, of course, everyone does, but I'm also dealing with the different phases of pre-adolescent and adolescent, and whew, that is a
Hormone
thing.
time.
As a mama. So, what I would say to that is, again, even though at first it might be challenging to live in close quarters with everyone and feeling everybody's emotions and reflecting, everybody's discomfort, if they have some discomfort in their emotions, rather than soak it in, what I've learned to do is I've looked at it like, oh wow, this is great, another challenge, another way to hone my skills to make
Another
sure that
opportunity.
what I'm doing is actually working, right?
Hmm.
So, and it's a way to self-evaluate, to say, hey, am I really walking my talk in my spiritual practices? And whenever I come in with these confronting situations and real life situations with my adolescent teenagers and or someone in the family that's having going through some crises, I look at it like, oh, great, this is a way to really test myself and to really be in personal integrity, to see, what I'm doing, am I really walking this? Am I really owning this? And it's not just some sort of a spiritual bypass, because a lot of times, what I've come to realize in myself is that over the years of my practice, in my spiritual and meditative practices, um, while giving and serving in my servitude of my clients and and people that I work with, it's quite easy to inspire and uplift and encourage and bring out the best in someone. It seems quite easy to do if there's a belief and faith. Now, the truth of the test comes if this works in my family. And this works, and if all this thing that I do for all these people, and I go home and I see my teenagers and my rebellious, teenagers and pre-adolescent teenagers and other family members, they're all chaotic. Well,
Right,
let's just, this is the test. So I have to be completely humble and
right.
see that these challenges, rather than get reactive and, you know, of course, there's all this being on the human side, we get reactive, to
Hmm.
see if those challenges coming up, can I see them as, wow, this is a blessing. This is a way for me to see how I can utilize all my practices and see how it's going to come to play in this scenario,
Yeah.
whatever that's going to be like.
It's an opportunity, that's for sure. It's an opportunity, and that's it, if we can all come to that space where we realize that everything we're facing in some way or the other is providing us with a moment of introspective, to really review ourselves and to evaluate and to determine where we can possibly make some changes or personal improvements. It's definitely that time, if we can be truthful with ourselves. So so that is fantastic. Well, would you give us your website, please?
Yes, it's it's just solawellness.com.
All
My
right,
name,
simple.
name, Sola and wellness.com.
All right, that sounds good. Well, you know what? It's that time again to wrap this up. It goes by rather quickly. And I want to thank Sola Pizzuto for really doing this, being here to give us a little tidbit that packs a punch. And to remind you also to visit the businessofdisease.com for further details. I encourage you to also read the book Health and Inside Job and Outside Business. If you haven't already done so, then please do check it out. Every chapter is written by someone from the film, and it's just a very awesome book. And all of the details again are on the website, thebusinessofdisease.com, and also to keep you up to date on all the short interviews that have already been done, those that are coming, you'll be able to see that on the website again, thebusinessofdisease.com, and also new t-shirts for the businessofdisease.com. We would love to see you in some of those t-shirts, spreading the word that the cure is in the body, not in the business, which is a really powerful personal statement for everybody. So thank you once again for watching this, and do share.